Good people, good to be joining you today with ESPN West Palm. It's your boy Theo Dorsey, and I'm joined not just by any state champions, but the first ever state champions from track and field in the history of Cardinal Newman, and that is the Cardinal Newman track team from this year, the boys. I got Joe Licata, I got Jackson Miller. You got a lot of medals around your neck. I want to start with this. It wasn't close in Jacksonville. It wasn't really that close when it comes to the team results there. Did y'all assume it would be that easy? And then also on top of that, you know, it may seem easy at the end of the road, but what did it take early on to get y'all to that place? And I'll start with you because I know you're my musician, so I'm sure you got the ego behind it as well.
Well, I mean, we kind of had a good feeling that we were going to win, but we knew that we had to work hard. We knew that coming in the times we had to drop those times and do even better. And nothing's guaranteed. And like we said, we got a DQ that was out of nowhere, kind of unexpected. But with all things considered, we still won, and we put the times we needed.
It was dominant, and he talked about the DQ, Jackson Miller. I mean, you have now gone viral. I saw the video, 20,000 likes and a whole lot of views. Yep. That was on the 4x4. I know that's a race you want, right? But
yeah, for sure.
For you, what did that moment feel like, and then how did you feel in the result of things, realizing that it might hurt y'all in the standings, but you still got the title?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't intentional, but after I finished, kind of was a little confused on what that meant for our team as a whole. But when we realized we still won, that kind of went out the door and we celebrated.
Makes it a whole lot easier, right? I know that's what you're a senior, right?
Yeah.
So you're graduating now, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You're going out with some hardware, but it does make it a little bit easier to know at least the team had the success despite that one setback. And like you said, accidental. Yeah. Little chicken wing on the back end, accidental. Yeah. For you specifically, are you that much more hungry now to be able to try and compete in track at the next level, to be able to get back out there and finish on another high note as well?
Yeah, of course. Definitely don't want to end on a note getting DQ'd. So we have nationals coming up June 19th through the 22nd, and then going to try to run somewhere collegiately.
How does it feel, man, to know that Cardinal Newman has had a long line of athletes and historic success, but it was y'all's team, 2025, that brought the first ever state title for boys track and field?
It was pretty great. It was a great feeling. I was happy to win it with my friends and just to kind of place that concrete, in the gym on the what is it?
The banner?
The banner.
Hang the banner.
Yeah, the banner. Yeah, but that's going to be in there forever. So that was exciting just to know and to kind of build these memories.
And the reason why he was losing the word for banner, he worried more about making plaques. You know what I'm saying? He trying to, tell the good people about your music, man. You tell me that you're a producer, but you're like a genreless producer. You're all over the map with it.
Yeah. I make a lot of music for fun. It's like my second passion outside of track. So I just make music to kind of save kind of make time for it,
Yeah. So what are you listening to then? What are your events and what do you listen to ahead of when you're competing?
So I run the 400 and the 800. 800 right now is looking like my main event because it's like what I won at states. But before I run the 800, I don't really listen to music before I run. I kind of just lock in. But I mean, I kind of listen to more chill music the morning of. Don't really listen to all that hype music until a little sooner before the race.
Yeah, you let it kind of come to you on that end.
Yeah.
And then if you were to think of a theme song or a general vibe that would define what this team has been like, what song or what genre would you put to this year's Cardinal Newman team?
I don't know. I would say like a chill, reggae.
Reggae.
Like Toots and the Maytals type thing.
Reggaeton. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you vibing with that? Is he on par with that? We good?
Yeah. I don't know what I would think would kind of represent this team, but we can go with that.
We go with reggae.
Yeah.
A little reggaeton.
Relaxed season.
It's almost summertime, we're going to be vibing from nationals in West Palm Beach.
I rock with it.
Yeah.
I'll vibe with it. Again, joined here by the Cardinal Newman track and field team, which made some waves out in Jacksonville. How was it out there in the event? I know a lot of times with track, the downtime in between events, a lot of times you get a little chatter back and forth with some of the competitors. Do you participate in some of that? Did Did you feel some tension as y'all was going for the championship?
Not really until the end. But we didn't really. They had a different schedule this year for the events, so we really had at most an hour in between each kind of event. So it wasn't really anything until the end there.
And then in the end, who did y'all feel was y'all's biggest threat to being able to come out on top?
Who came second? West Pensacola or West Florida? Yeah, and they had a bunch of guys like in the hurdles and then a lot of field events, and they were ahead before the 800, and then we take the lead, and I think we had it from there. So
yeah, still in the deal. And then where does that kind of start? I know that y'all's programs are robust with talent, basketball, football, baseball. Wherever you see Cardinal Newman, you know you have athletes that's going to be competing at the highest level here. Where do you think it starts with track and field? Because you have a lot of guys coming from different sports coming together to make what is now a state championship winning team. Like, is it the iron sharpens iron type mentality? What plays into you guys being so good on the track and field?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's our coaches, Coach Barber, Coach Coleman, helping us, Coach Cartier. Yeah, a lot of us have been here for so long, just since freshman year, and we've just been working, and finally, hard work's paying off.
Yeah, and what do you see in that?
I mean, yeah, the hard work definitely pays off. We got the 4x8 team, with Jake Kissel, Lucas Hernandez Trujillo, and Josh Flynn. They all ran cross country, and that carried into track. And we had that great 4x8 team, one of the top teams in the nation. And then we also got guys from the football team that they played together, and they had that camaraderie. So they came in, a lot of our sprinters, throwers, whatnot, and our team overall, we were very connected and locked in together, and that's really what it takes as like a team to really win states.
State title winning Cardinal Newman track and field team. Here's what I'm going to do right here. If you can give a shout out to everybody we got in the room here, and then you'll welcome in our next guest who's coming in, because we only got 2 active mics I could do at a time. So as we sub out, I want you to give a shout to the good people we have in here today.
All right, we got Jake Kissel, Lucas Hernandez Trujillo, Josh Flynn, Coach Coleman. We got Jaron Hughley, Brennan King, and then we got Trey Wagner, Will Tuma, and then we have Mr. Zamarii Sanders coming in.
Brennan King.
Okay, so as Zamarii transitions in, I appreciate you, Jackson, who again was in the 400. What was your other races? I know the 4x4 guy.
That was the 400 and the 4x4.
Jackson Miller 400 and the 4x4. And we got another young man with a lot of jewelry around his neck joining us here, Zamarii Sanders. You just saw them talking about the prowess that y'all had out there. What did it feel like for you going out there and filling up your neck with medals in Jacksonville?
Going up to Jacksonville, putting on for West Palm Beach, it's a blessing coming up there, taking over their territory. Be putting the work as a team. So for us to come out on top, it's just what we were meant to do. So
you had the 100.
100, 200. I was sprint king out there.
Now, I want to let you clue you in on something, because before you got here, we had a bold claim from my guy Jackson, and you witnessed it. Everybody witnessed it. We said, who's the fastest on the team? He rose his hands. Nobody refuted. Do you want to – you won the 100 and the 200. What happened there? What's good?
I don't know. It might be something, like I don't know. He's thinking right now.
Something in the water, man.
I don't know. He might be feeling confident since, won states. His confidence boost came up.
Who do you think impressed you the most? Who threatened y'all the most when you were out there? Because a lot of when you go to track and field events, you're looking around, you're like, all right, like they got some dudes, they got some horses. We're gonna have to step our game up. Who did you see that competed with y'all at a higher level?
It was definitely West Florida. I never even heard of that school until we got there, and I seen how much points they were racking up. But it was definitely West Florida, so I knew it would be a challenge, and we ended up coming on top.
My guy Joe Licata here, he told me he produces all kinds of music, all kinds of genres. I got to get your honest opinion here, because he says he gets into the reggaeton, hip hop. Did you do a little country as well?
I have.
Little country. Which is his best style? Have you heard any of it? Which one would you pick out?
I heard all of his genres. I say I like his country style. He speaks from the heart, so it's actual meaning behind his country music, and he got a good flow of country.
You agree?
I do. I gotta make a little more country music, but that's often one that's strong.
You got a little bit of a country accent there. A little bit of, you got a little.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, I'm born and raised South Florida. But,
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
That's that pain in your heart, man. It
Yeah.
pour out. That's what you need on the country track.
Yeah.
What's the? You have a project out right now? You got any? You got mixtapes? You got a beat tape?
I mean, I got like.
SoundCloud?
I got a couple. I got Spotify, Apple Music. I'm on there. I got a couple projects in the works right now.
Shout out your stuff, man. You know.
My name. Yeah. My name is Lil Cheerio. That name,
Wait, hold on a second. No. We're not gonna just zoom past that. So your name is Lil Cheerio.
Yeah, it is.
Who named you? Big Cheerio?
No. So it was back in 7th grade. I was freestyling on the bus after a track meet. Kind of ran my first decent 800. 7th grade. My friend Travis, he was like a junior at the time. He was kind of my guy that like drove me around everywhere, because I couldn't drive.
7th grade is kind of far out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of ended one of my lines with Cheerio, and he was just like, "Lil Cheerio." So that's what happened. And then I guess it just when I came to Newman, I guess everyone somehow knew about it, and they all started calling me Cheerio. So it kind of carried from my old school to my new school. And
Yeah.
Here I am. So.
Licata, Lil Cheerio.
Lil Cheerio, yeah.
Man, is that so? My question is now: do you eat Cheerios?
I haven't in a while, but I like Cheerios a lot. Yeah.
You don't even eat Cheerios. Y'all got them. Y'all running around calling. I can't do the flavorless. I gotta go Honey Nut Cheerios. The flavorless Cheerios. Like, what are we doing? You know.
Yeah.
Y'all. What was the celebration meal like? What did y'all eat afterwards? What was it like when y'all wrapped up the championship?
We had Wingstop that night.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
Wingstop.
wanted, like,
We or just you? Did everybody have it?
No, it
was
wasn't
a team
everybody.
dinner.
It was me, Joe, and John. We had Wingstop that night.
What flavor wings?
I had lemon pepper.
Okay.
I got garlic parm.
Okay, bet y'all some. Okay, I like the culture. Lemon pepper steppers. I rock with the lemon pepper. Garlic parm can't go
Yeah.
wong. I like a little spice on my wings though. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Sometimes.
I mean, I don't really like spice on my wings. I kind of like them just like cheese.
A little Cheerio, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, I rock. I can rock with it. All right, we gonna wrap it up with this right here though. Y'all set the stage. Y'all set a precedent. First ever state title for Cardinal Newman track and field. Where does it go from here? How many seniors do y'all have heading out the door, and how many people are going to return with that energy to defend that title next year? And I know you still got nationals, but how about this? Let's talk about nationals first, and then we'll get to the next year's stuff. What events are y'all going to be competing in nationals, and what does that look like going forward? A couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, it's in June, late June. In nationals, I'm gonna be competing in the 100, 200, and we're debating on bringing up a relay. So I might do that. It's not gonna be my first rodeo up there. I won the 100 last year and ended up coming second in the 200 last year. So I'm excited for nationals to come up again.
Fastest man in the nation right here. Zamarii Sanders trying to defend the throne. What about yourself? You hitting the national?
Yeah, I'm going for the 800 open, and then our 4x8 team. We're gonna try to win. It's definitely possible, and then possible 4x4. So that'd be cool.
Okay, I like it. Maybe you leave one of the knuckleheads behind that don't know how to stay in his lane there.
Yeah.
I'm messing with you. And then, as for next year though, what y'all are gonna be leaving behind as the young guns coming up? How many people are we graduating, and how much of a dynasty could we be on the precipice of for Newman?
I think it's like 7 seniors, 6, 7 seniors.
6. Bro, come on, little Cheerio, man.
Like our whole 4x8 team, I'll be the only one as of now that's gonna be left on the 4x8 team. So I'm gonna miss those guys a lot. And our 4x4, Jackson Strong, he's our strong last leg. He's gonna be gone too. So, but we got stuff to work with next year. We're just gonna try to come out defend the title.
You agree? You feel like y'all got a good shot? Y'all reloading?
I feel like we have another shot to come out on top again. With the same expectation to come out with another state championship.
Got it, man. The precedent's been set. The bar is now higher, and the Crusaders cruise on. State champions joining us here at ESPN West Palm. It's your boy Theo Dorsey. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Congratulations for those of you that are graduating. And if you are, you got to make sure you keep the medals out. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be like hitting up against your chest as you walk across the stage. You're walking, right?
Huh?
You're coming back. Are you walking?
I'm coming back
You coming back too?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's for the seniors. You got to have that bling bouncing off your chest. Congratulations again, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you.